Hi guys, David and David here from Payette.com, and in this video we're going to explain why your iPhone is so slow.
At the end of 2017, Apple was caught red-handed slowing down people's iPhones. The reason they gave was that older iPhones with older batteries couldn't support peak performance. However, after they were caught, they decided it would be a good idea to give people the ability to turn off this performance management, aka we just slowed down your iPhone. So let's go to the battery section of the settings app.
Settings.
Yep, down to battery.
Down to battery. Did I miss it? There it is.
And then tap on battery health.
Battery health.
David's battery is still at maximum capacity of 100%. It's a new phone.
Yeah.
But if yours is not that high, underneath peak performance capability here, you're going to see a longer explanation.
Yep.
And there's a little tiny blue disable button. If you hit that button, you will see a pop-up that says disabling may lead to unexpected shutdowns, which is meant to scare you. But don't be scared.
Tap disable.
Tap disable. You're going to be fine. It's a load of crap. They made up a reason because they didn't want to get sued.
Yep. Okay. There's actually a lot of more reasons why, not just this controversy.
Right.
And our next step is going to be check out iPhone storage. So let's go back to
Yep.
battery,
Yep.
back to settings, tap general, and tap iPhone storage.
It's important to have an ample amount of iPhone storage space available for your iPhone to use for files that it downloads in the background or other apps. So if you have 0 gigabytes left, delete some of your apps, delete some photos, free up some space, your iPhone is going to get faster.
Yep, absolutely.
Simple solution.
Usually at least a gigabyte available.
Yep.
General rule of thumb. So our next step is to close out of all your apps on your iPhone.
So on an iPhone 8 and older, double tap the home button and then swipe all your apps off the top of the screen.
On iPhone 10, swipe up from the bottom of the screen to the center of the screen. Wait there a second, your apps will appear. iOS 11, press and hold the app preview until the red minus button appears. Swipe them up after that. iOS 12, there's no pressing and holding. You can just swipe right away and close all your apps. I like that a lot better. So our next step is to check for an iOS update on your iPhone.
Go to settings,
Settings.
then head down to general, and then software update. David has no software updates available.
None available. If one is available, just tap download and install.
Download and install. So the overall philosophy here is your iPhone is slow because there's a lot of stuff going on in the background, and a lot of it probably doesn't have to be going on in the background. So background app refresh, apps in the background that you're not using are downloading new content. That's going to slow down your iPhone. We're going to talk about widgets in a second.
Yep.
And notifications. All these things are running in the background of your iPhone. We already talked about closing out your apps. That's going to clear up some memory. That's going to make things faster. Basically, we want to make your iPhone's operating system as light as possible with as few things running as possible so that you can still use your phone, but it's not being super slow.
So let's start with background app refresh.
Background
go
app
back
refresh.
to general.
Yep.
And then tap background app refresh. So if you don't want the app to download new content in the background of your iPhone, just turn off the switch next to the app, the Books app, for example.
Right. We turn this off for almost every app on our iPhones because who needs the Buffer app to be able to download new content in the background when we're not using it?
Certainly not me.
Fabulous.
So next, let's talk about widgets.
Widgets are little programs that run on the home screen of your iPhone. Let's show them where they are.
Yep. So you swipe left to right here, and now these are my widgets.
How do we get rid of them?
Tap that circular edit button below the widgets. If you have a lot of widgets, you might have to scroll down a little bit. And to remove a widget, you can just tap that red minus button to the left of it, and then tap remove. And now it is gone. When you're all said and done, just tap done in the upper right-hand corner. And finally, there's notifications.
Sometimes these apps are sending you notifications and alerts that are popping up, and you don't need that to be happening. Let's turn off notifications for those apps. So go to settings, notifications.
So you got a list of all your apps here. Go one by one. Does this app need to send me notifications? Does the Books app need to send me notifications? It certainly does not. Allow notifications. Turn that switch off by tapping it.
Boom.
Now it's off. So our next tip is just to turn your iPhone off and back on. Once a week is usually fine. So if you have an iPhone 8 or earlier, press and hold the power button on the side until slide to power off appears. Swipe that left to right across the screen. On the iPhone 10 is the side button.
And either volume button.
Yep.
Together.
Yep.
Until slide to power off appears.
Power off, slide it. I'm not going to turn my phone off now, but you get the gist. After your iPhone has been turned off, wait a few seconds, press on the power button again, it'll turn back on. So next, let's talk about how to speed up Safari specifically. It's one of your most popular apps, used all the time, and if it's slow, internet's slow, that's a pain in the butt.
Right. So Safari is one of those apps that downloads a lot of content in the background when you're using the internet so that it doesn't have to re-download. It's called a cache. You've probably heard of that. So if we eliminate that cache, it's going to clear up a database and it's going to make your iPhone faster. Let's go to settings. Go back to the main section of the Settings app. Yep. And scroll down to Safari. And then scroll down to Clear History and Website Data.
Tap on that.
Yep.
Confirm. And now it's been cleared.
Yep.
Cache is cleared.
Yep. And Safari also has this thing where you can open lots and lots of tabs. Do we have a video about that?
We have a video on how to close all your tabs at once.
Let's just link to that up there and in the comments down below.
You may be surprised by how many tabs are open in Safari.
Safari, yeah, it can get away from you. My mom watched it. She had like 60 tabs open. She did not know what was going on. So that's a good watch. It'll help you out.
Yeah. So if you work through all these steps and your iPhone is still slow, give it a few days, test it out, see how it goes. But if it's still slow, we recommend a reset all settings.
Right. So we go back to the main section of the Settings app, scroll up to General, and then scroll down to Reset, and then Reset All Settings. Reset All Settings resets everything in the Settings app, and it kind of is a magic bullet to fix a lot of software problems, but it doesn't delete any of your apps or other personal data. Fixes a lot of things, but it doesn't fix everything. If that doesn't work, you need to do a DFU restore on your iPhone, and that's the deepest type of restore that you can do on an iPhone.
Yep, we'll link that in the card up above and the description section down below. That is why your iPhone is so slow. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a comment below if you have any other questions. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the notifications bell to get an immediate update when we upload a new video.